This is your match, Anthony. Find a way to win.
For Unstoppable, I wanted the audience to really feel what it's like to be a family member in Anthony Robles' house. That camera handheld in certain places, you don't realize it, but you're in the room at the dinner table.
The mom told me about that Drexel scholarship.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep my options open.
When you could go to school for free? Hey, you heard what your son said? He's gonna keep his options open.
You're feeling what's going on and how Anthony's stepfather is verbally abusive to Anthony, and you're feeling that. That handheld camera, because it was breathing, as opposed to, oh, this crazy thing. When you're doing that, you're more like kind of having to watch it. I was very sort of conscious of that. When you look at my body of work, it is diverse. I don't think that cinematography should overshadow a film. You know, it's a story that a director's trying to tell, and I think the cinematography has got to bring you along on that journey. Oliver Stone, I learned how to survive. That was my very, very first movie. I really pushed hard to bring that camera on the field. I came up a lot against second unit where they're like, this isn't how you shoot football, and you know, we're gonna shoot like this, and we'll tell you. And Oliver was great because he kind of liked the way I want to put the camera, how we want to move the camera on the field. We were doing this dolly shot around the backfield as a runner's coming around the side, and I ran and jumped on the dolly and just started shaking the camera like this. Shake and stop, shake and stop. And Mitch looks at me like this, what are you doing? I'm like, just keep shooting, keep shooting. And it's in the movie, you know, it just kind of adds that tension and bring this energy to the film. And then going to work with Ron. Ron's been in the film industry since he's 3 years old. And every day he comes on set is like his first day on set. He's so excited and he's so prepared. And he's got a shot list that's like this big and a lot of coverage. You know, there's times over the years working with Ron, I'd go to him and like, wow, we don't need this shot. You know, he's like, you don't know that? It doesn't seem like I need it now for this scene. When I'm cut the whole film together, I might want to go back and retweak a scene or two. So I want some tools in my toolbox. I really learned a lot about coverage in that way. Cut to Unstoppable, Billy Goldenberg, the director, Academy Award-winning editor, nominee many times, incredible.
Listen up, you're gonna have to beat out men who were recruited to be on the Arizona State University wrestling team. You're gonna have to prove everyone wrong just to make the team.
You know, Billy had a big shot list, and we really worked on that, fine-tuned that. And sometimes on set, I'd make suggestions, and Billy would be open to that idea, and sometimes he's like, no, I never use that shot, because it won't cut with this, and this is how this would cut. I've been a cinematographer since 1993, 30 years later, and I'm still learning something. Every day is a new day, and it's always going to be another learning experience.
You make people believe in something.
Surprised to see you.
Don't be.
When they see you, they don't see someone who's missing a leg. They see someone who is unstoppable.
With wrestling, it's down on the ground. Faces are down a lot. Like, how am I going to tell this story so the audience understands what's happening? I would always have on the mat 2 cameras, handheld, and a third camera on a very long lens looking to get details, but the lenses were a couple inches off the ground. My camera operators, they were just hunched over with the Venice 2s right at the ground and getting me the shots that I needed. I like the color space of Venice. I like the dual ISO. I think it's really important. We had a very tight schedule, so there was times that I really needed to rely on my high ISO and not spend as much time lighting a nighttime scene that I might normally do in a little lower ISO.
You can show them that anything is possible.
Oh my God, is that guy missing a leg?
That's my son. What, you're not gonna cheer?
When we shot film, we used to use different film stocks at different times, you know, for different reasons. I like that there's that tool available to me, and it's available really quickly. Real stories resonate with me. Cinderella Man was a real story about Jim Braddock. Frost Nixon was a real story about David Frost and Richard Nixon. So I'm always drawn to some things like that. Everything I do, I question now. I'm curious about everything. Anything that happens, it's like, what is that about, you know? It's learning. It's constant, it's a constant feed. It's constantly being fed.
I used to be angry all the time, but I'm not angry anymore. So what are you?